Winning. Peace and love, family. Peace and love. It's your boy Chris Enlightened coming back again with some more spiritual vittles. And today I'm going in on the remover of obstacles. Lord Ganesha was one of the first deities I aligned my consciousness with. And in the beginning, I was wondering, like, who is this elephant-headed god? And after I did some research on Ganesha, I realized that I had a lot of similar qualities within myself. I want you guys to go out and read up on the story of Lord Ganesha. It's a beautiful story. It's a beautiful story. And the thing about Ganesha is, he's here to help every one of us. You don't have to have him on your altar. You don't have to have a statue of him in your home. But if you believe that he exists, you can pull from the reservoir energy that he bestows upon us all, and he will remove any obstacle in your way. I have a lot of people calling me doing consultations, and although I do spiritual consultations, a lot of people share their problems with me. It's as if I'm some type of counselor, and I always do what I do. I use the gods as medicine. Depending on what problem people have, I give them a god to align themselves up with, to sync their consciousness up with. And I give them a mantra to use to spark the God's attention, and they always work for them. I get so much good feedback from people. People refer other people to me because of what I do. Now, I had an issue. I'll tell you a personal story about me. I had an issue with one of my checks. It was about 5 years ago. And they didn't pay me for 2 weeks. And at the time, I really wasn't financially set like I am now. So when I didn't get paid for 2 weeks, it was an extreme financial blow to me. So I called HR. I told them what was going on. They said, oops, our bad. We'll get your check in 2 weeks. And I was like, I can't wait 2 weeks. They was like, well, it has to process, it has to go through all these approvals, and we'll cut you a check in 2 weeks. Have a great day. I called my wife. And she was like, I just read about this Ganesha deity, use his mantra, say it 108 times, and your issue will go away. He's the remover of obstacles. And although I knew about Ganesha, I've seen him, I thought he was cool, I didn't really know about him. So I took my lunch break, read about his story, said his mantra 108 times in the car, out in the sun, slightly meditating with my eyes closed. I was standing out there next to my car, and I was just envisioning the sun rays hitting my third eye. And I projected my consciousness out on the beam and the heat of the sun. And I used that as my communication channel to the Lord Ganesha. I like to create things in my reality that work for me. Regardless of what other people are doing, I create things that work for me. Okay, family? What works for me may not work for you. But that's what I do. That's how I communicate with the gods. I go outside, I close my eyes, I stand in the sun, and I use the beam and the heat from the sun as my frequency to tap into the godlike consciousness so they hear me. Again, it works for me. After saying that mantra 108 times, I went back up to my office, cut on my computer, went into my Outlook, and I had a message from HR saying they're going to cut me a check today. I received that money 2 days later in my checking account, family. Now, I've had issues with HR before. I'm pretty sure you have. It never happens instantaneous like that. But when you tap into the consciousness and the reservoir of energy and are acceptive of the reservoir energy from the creator and deities, magic happens in your life, family. I want you all to open up the chasm within your mind and your consciousness and start being open to receive things higher than yourself. Okay, family? So on that note, I just want to introduce you to the Lord Ganesha. His mantra is Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Simple and sweet, but extremely powerful. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Now I say it with feeling. I say it like Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. I say it with emotion. I say it with feeling. And I don't rush through the 108. I don't rush through it. There's no rush. I don't do it like that. I do it with feelings. When you're doing stuff with feelings, there's no need to rush through it. You want to enjoy the process, family. So on that note, it's your boy Chris Enlightened. Peace and love. I can be reached every Monday on my hit radio show, Twin Flame Radio. We're on every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. The call-in number is 619-924-0835. Hit me up on my website, theenlightenedjourney.com, family. Go out to Amazon.com, pick up my books, Poverty Consciousness and The Enlightened Taught. Peace and love, family. Winning!